Why do we build the way we do? This is DAR, Design Architecture Research. It's about rethinking how we build. And it all started with this picture and a conversation about why it's becoming harder to motivate young people today. And I don't think that's true. Or is it because the world became a bit overwhelming? Climate crisis, war, COVID, and these are just a few topics that we have to deal with. And it changes how we see the world. And for me, it became real when I started on construction sites. Seeing this amount of trash every day made me a bit worried. Architecture is not just about buildings anymore. It's about responsibility. So climate, shortage of resources, socioeconomic pressure. We don't design freely anymore, but within limits. And in the meantime, something very personal happened. And responsibility became even more real. So DAR, Design Architecture Research, is actually quite simple. It connects different disciplines into a more holistic approach to shape architecture in a long-term and responsible way. It starts with a need, becomes an initiative, and leads to action. We didn't start with a big revolution, but with small, conscious decisions. DAR describes an approach where architecture is understood as an interconnected collaboration of all these disciplines. And architecture is not a single isolated discipline. It's a system of design, material, landscape, use, and research. The goal is future-oriented and durable architecture that responds to its context while keeping the human at its center. And DAR means working within the system. Now, this sounds great in theory, but in reality, we have bad budgets, deadlines, and clients who don't always wake up thinking about sustainability. But if you have a client who's interested in it, you have to seize the opportunity. And this is how we could realize our first project, Imperium. Starting with the initial topic of waste, or more specifically, zero waste. So with over 30,500 kilograms of material processed on site, we only produced 140 kilograms of waste. And of that, 39 kilograms of packaging waste. Now, how did we do that? And let's take the example of plasterboard. Plasterboard is often one of the biggest sources of waste on site. Here, every offcut was reused like a puzzle piece to minimize waste. So of 5,950 kilograms of plasterboard used on site, we could avoid over 1,200 kilograms of potential waste, only by reusing it in an efficient way. And in the end, we only produced 35 kilograms of plasterboard waste. Different project, different challenge. But that's the moment when DAR becomes interesting. We integrated all the aspects of the first project, those that worked, those that need further improvement, always evolving. And our latest and last project of tonight is Epernay. It's a low-tech office building in Luxembourg. It brings together many of the aspects that we have researched and developed, including zero waste, low-tech, reuse of carpet, reuse of false floor, reuse of bricks, and so on and so forth. And here the structure is concrete. But why concrete, as timber is considered a more sustainable material? Because here performance matters more than the image. Concrete stores the heat and stabilizes the indoor climate naturally, without any complex system. So it's durable and low maintenance. And in the end, concrete was the better choice. And what's the real challenge in all of this? It's not the idea, not the motivation. We know what to do. The real challenge is doing this every day. Taking responsible decisions despite everything. And for me, this is just the beginning. I want to keep learning, keep studying, and push these ideas further. So why do we build the way we do? Or maybe that's the wrong question. How do you choose to build starting now? Thank you. Can we do it?